Hi guys, I'm Linda. I'm the old bird. I thought I would show you what I'm doing today down on the farm. I'm making a new bonnet. This is the brim of the bonnet. Already I have the batting and I have the front and the back. And I thought I would show you what I do with it and make the bonnet. It's going to be in two parts. But this is the quilting part on the bonnet. I learned this on Instagram. A guy showed us how to do this, and I'm going to do it today. He uses painter's tape to make certain that the quilting lines are straight. Now here's my painter's tape, and I'm going to use it as well. You tear off a little piece of tape and you put it wherever you're going to start your quilting. I'm going to start on this end, and I'm not going to do straight lines. So I just tape it down. There we go. Now I had a little piece of practice fabric. That's what I'm calling it. It helps you get started with your quilting. I'm new to quilting. I have a group that supports me and is teaching me to quilt correctly on Facebook. It's called The Quilter's Journey. So I'm learning this. I fold the practice fabric just like I would have two pieces if I was quilting. Let me turn this around. That's my ironing board. And I wear bonnets down on the farm all the time. Growing up, I was allergic to the sun. So Mama would make me bonnets. I have many bonnets. Many bonnets. Now I start on that little piece of fabric. Did you see it? Let me see. There we go. I started stitching on that little piece of fabric, and then I lift up the presser foot, and you'll see there we go. And you just use that piece of tape as a guide. So your quilting stitch will be straight. I'm enjoying this so much. Now there's the tape, and this is where I started quilting. There we go. There it is. There's my quilting line. Now what I'm going to do is take that same piece of tape and I'm going to put it in that same direction and tape it down, and we'll do the same thing. Get my practice piece. I'm going to cut these strings off. And if you need company quilting, join me over in my Facebook group, A Quilter's Journey, and have a little company while you quilt. I'm learning to quilt, and I thought you might be interested in what I do when I'm not growing my rosemary and sage and thyme and basil in the wintertime. We've been having spring weather. And now, ooh, it's cold. Not real cold, but in the 30s. You cut this off, and you see, there's your painter's tape. There's the next line. I'm going to go the same direction. My mom would take a newspaper and a pair of scissors and cut out a pattern to make my bonnets. So I love them. They protected me from the sun. And I always thought they were kind of cute. There we go. I tell you, I'm getting excited. I know we're having winter, but I am getting excited already. I've started ordering seeds, and I can't wait to get started to see if they grow. With my new rosemary business, I'm learning to grow so many other things as I take classes. This little piece of fabric gives you a good start. Okay, here we go. This year, I'm going to try my hand at a few more vegetables. You know what I saw this year? Not this year, last year. Some cabbage that were triangle shaped. They called them pointed-headed cabbage. And they grow up in a triangle shape. I'm going to give those a try. And I love wax beans. I'm going to give those a try. And you know what I saw? I'm a city girl living in the country. I saw cotton growing and being harvested. So I ordered me some cotton seeds. I just want to see if I can grow just one plant and it make into real cotton. This is 100% cotton fabric. Yes. Okay, you just keep moving this tape. Get my starter fabric. This is my test fabric, I guess. Go to the end. Get my brim. I'm going to keep going. And it peels off so easily. I learned this from a guy that was on Instagram who quilts. And I'm telling you, it is the best thing, especially for those of us learning to quilt and you want your lines kind of even, not too messy. This guide is fantastic. Let me see, it's got to be kind of straight. There we go. Now, if you butt it up against each other, it's great. If you have different widths of the tape, that's great as well. Okay, that's my test. And then I'm over here. There we go. Today I'm having homemade chicken soup in D.C. A lady that attended our church, her name was Sue. Sue made the best homemade chicken soup I have ever eaten in my life. There it is. So it's not going to be as good as Sue's soup. But boy, I'm going to try. She'd take a whole chicken, put it in a big pot. We call them boilers. And she just covered the chicken with water. Oh, I ran out of bobbin. She just covered the chicken with water. Bring it to a boil. Oh, I don't have a bobbin that's ready to go. So I'm going to have to wind one. And I'll tell you a little more about Sue. This is part one. So don't worry. Even if I have to end, you won't miss anything because I'm going to have a part two. Bring it to a boil. Let it cook 5 minutes. Put the lid on. And let it sit. And that chicken will cook in that hot water and be done. Absolutely delicious. Come on. And not only will it be done, it will be so moist and tender. And that's what you want. Come on. Oh, there we go. Can't get it to do it now. You know how it is. And after the chicken has cooled a bit, let me get a new bobbin. Then you, while that's cooking, you cool the chicken and cut up your vegetables, which is your onion, your celery, whatever you're going to put in your chicken soup. And in that liquid, you put your vegetables in there. Remove the skin from the chicken and put your tear your chicken up in pieces, or you can cut it up and put it in there and let that simmer, and it's the best. Now this is part 1. Come back for part 2 and let's finish this bonnet. Have a blessed day, guys.